en la disco, todo parecía irreal. Navegando tus defectos con tanta curiosidad. Matando el tiempo, bebiendo hasta que se me cure la ansiedad. Salí a fumar un ciggy y ya tenía un feeling. Y tú nunca volverás. No sé si fue verdad o ilusión. Tokio magia, tú me tienes aquí, tentado por ti sin dormir. Fue tan rápido y tan real, como un sueño que no quiero acabar. Tokio magia, Tokio magia, Tokio magia. Quítate el kimono, bebé, y bésame japonés. Hacer esto que tenía dedicado. Quemadita como nonsense, pica como ramen. Oishi, mami, ese top, top 10. Con todas tus maldades, and my bad habits. Sumimasen, demo, I got the habit. Me tienen chulado con el Tokyo Magic.
Chat. Sundero. Chat. Sundero. Hey, happy Sunday, y'all. My boys, my girls. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter. Shred Lords, what's good, man? Hey, 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 hey. Chat, what we doing, man? Sunday fun day for the Shred Lords. What the heck is good? Boys!
I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean,
What's happening, boys and girls? What's happening?
Not a real problem, and I still got it.
Happy Easter, everybody!
I mean, I don't really care about
Hey, yo, I'm geeked.
I mean, I don't even
I'm
really
geeked.
have a real hobby. It's not a real problem, and I still got
My
it.
God has
I need
risen.
$1 billion.
Let's go.
I've been in the lab, so I'm not one you see around thinking
Oh,
about my
man.
I'm not fun to be around now.
Shred Lord, happy Sunday. Hey, so much to be thankful for. So much to be thankful for. Hold on, chat. There's so much to be thankful for, chat. What? How are we doing? How are we feeling, bro? We're here another day above ground. We're happy, we're healthy, we're living. The fam's good, the team's good, the videos are good, the chat is good. What's up, y'all? How we living? Hey, my man Nahum Castro from Venezuela. Dale, amigo. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Gracias por tu tiempo. Gracias por tu tiempo. Gracias por tu tiempo hoy. Bienvenido a Chacapiro. Bienvenido a Chacapiro. What's up, boys? My Spanish a little, you know, a little something. I'm working on it. So, yo estoy trabajando en mi español. No. Oh man, dude, thank you so much. Dude, thank you so much. The fact that you take the time to watch my videos and the fact that you are at least learning something, that puts the biggest smile on my face. That is the only reason why I'm here. That's the only reason why I freaking talk in front of this camera, is to at least share something that you all can learn and enjoy and apply. And I'm really grateful for your time. So gracias por tu tiempo, amigo. Y bienvenido a Chacapiro. Y we got a bunch of great people in here, man. We got a bunch of great people in here, dude. These are the live streams that go attached to the channel, and the live streams are all about the vibes, bro. All about the vibras. All about the vibras. No, stop lying, bro. I need work. I need a lot of work. I need a lot of work. Hey, Dub, what up, man? Hey, Dub, happy Sunday, hey, Dub. Hope you're doing immaculately well, bro. Hey, Dub, I got leftovers in the fridge from Javier's that I'm about to smash for dinner today, all because of you. A-Dub, the legend. And A-Dub, we're going to read the report today. We're going to check out the report today, bro. And I think the equity pick that you have for chat, we're going to dive into that 10K. So thank you again for your time this week on that, bro. I appreciate you, man. Greenback Jack, what's up, dude? Greenback Jack, what's up, man? Happy Sunday, brother. Hey, Greenback Jack, I hope you're living immaculately well. I hope the sun is shining where you are. I hope you had a fantastic, productive Sunday and Easter. And I hope you're geeked up, man, for the rest of the week, brother. I hope you're geeked up for the rest of the week. But hey, look, I hope everybody is geeked up for the week. I hope everybody had an immaculate, darn 7 out of 7 days. You know what I'm saying? And I hope they're excited for Monday. And I don't know what you guys got going on Monday. I don't know what you guys got going on Monday. But what I will say is, I hope you guys are locked in. I hope you're dreaming bigger than you could possibly imagine. I hope you're chasing dreams that are audacious and huge. And I hope you do something that scares the crap out of you. You know? Not everybody's going to say this, but I hope you do something that scares the living crap out of you. You know why? That's where growth happens. Okay? That's where growth happens. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting there being mediocre. You're not going to grow, boys. You're not going to grow. You feel me? Now, we can either do this stream one or two ways. We can get some work done like we always do. Or we can play some Arc Raiders. I vote we get some work done. It's called daily deposits, boys. What's funny is I was actually gonna start the stream like 10 minutes ago, but I had to record a TikTok. I had to record a TikTok. My editor was like, "Give me some TikToks. Give me some stuff to work with." So I filmed a TikTok. It's gonna come out tomorrow or Tuesday, one of them. I'm gonna give you guys a little preview. Here's the TikTok that I made. Okay, you guys want me to role play it again as if it was like from scratch? I'll role play it again. Here you guys go. All right, content mode, guys. You got two types of Kenny Finance. You got the content mode Kenny Finance. Well, 3 types. You got the content mode Kenny Finance. You have the finance hardo Kenny Finance, and then you got the live stream goofball. So I got to get back into content mode, but. I was like this. I was like, it's a good kind of like short form to go attached with like the channel and all that. But it goes like, I have a question. I wonder how much does this particular vending machine make? And as I'm saying that, the editor puts like B-roll of a vending machine and snacks and stuff. But let's dive into the numbers behind. But let's dive into the numbers under the hood. Let's assume you have a vending machine business and it only has one location. The average capacity of vending machines can likely hold around 200 products for inventory. Now, let's assume that you're paying $2 in terms of revenue. Damn it. You see, now I'm nervous. You see, when I was recording this earlier, I didn't have a freaking crowd. Now I'm freaking nervous. Lock in, Treadlord. Lock in. Lock the heck in. It's literally all because of Greenback Jack. I swear to you. I was doing all this perfectly fine until Greenback Jack came in, bro. You're making me nervous. Okay. Lock in. I have a question. How much does this vending machine make? Let's assume if you had one vending machine at one particular location and you had the capacity for 200 bags of chips, how much revenue could you actually generate? Let's assume the average consumer is going to be paying around $2 per bag of chips at your vending machine location, and the business model is you have weekly refills of your inventory, aka going to Costco, procuring bags of chips at a cheaper price, hopefully, and then selling those to customers at your particular location. If that's the case, you likely have how many revenue per refills? You have 200 bags of chips times $2. Boom. Refills per week. Oops. Now my Excel's messing up. Literally, it's all because of kryptonite. Damn it, boys. All right. Take 2. And let's assume you have one refill per week, 52 weeks in a year. You're likely going to have average annual revenue of $20,000 in 800. And the average vending machine has around 25% profit margins, and you're sitting at annual profit of around, boom, $5,000. Now, is that a good or bad business? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide, but subscribe for more cool stories on business and investing. Boom! And that's how I record my shorts. That is the extra short. I recorded it before I started stream, okay? But all because Greenback Jack was in here, and A-Dub, and the Home Cash Show was in here from Venezuela, and then Kryptonite shows up, I got a little nervous, okay? But no judging, no making fun of it. No making fun of it. Anyway, boys. Kryptonite, what the heck is up? Happy Sunday, happy Easter, my dude. How you doing? It's passive business. I don't know about it though. What y'all talking about? Would you guys buy a vending machine? I made this one for the teen, for like the young bulls. Do you know how many comments I get of like the young bulls that are like, OMG, I want to buy a business. Like, what kind of business can I buy? And then they tell me they have like $5,000 in their pocket. And I'm like, boys, it's a little difficult. You feel me? It's a little difficult, right? But you know what's awesome though, is if they had, all right, let's assume they have multiple locations though. Right? Boy. Let's assume they have multiple locations. If they have multiple locations, 4 locations. You're doing numbers, 5 locations. 10 locations. You're doing numbers. Hey, all you need is 10 locations to get about 50 grand annual profit. And you living off of vending machines, boys. You living off of vending machines. Now, I'm not saying vending machines are bad businesses, but you can go crazy. Oh, Kryptonite, don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started, dude. There's so much money in that. There's so much money in that. Car dealerships, landscaping businesses, freaking vegetation management companies, gas stations, right? Right? Dude, there's so many ways to play. There's so many ways to play. Kryptonite, I thought you were a stock guy. What you doing talking this private equity knowledge? Also, Kenny, do you want to know what the fastest way to be a millionaire in America? I am about to drop some knowledge. Again, I should charge you. I am a wizard. I know everything. Hey, chat. We are graced with Kryptonite's wisdom again. Kryptonite's been showing up day after day on our streams. And this guy, this freaking guy, has been dropping gems on stocks. Now he's dropping gems on private equity roll-ups. Now, granted, Kryptonite, he's a little unhinged with his comments sometimes, but that's what I love about the guy. He adds a little spice to our streaks. But I will say, the guy's knowledge, his intel, hey, it's kind of lit, boys. It's kind of lit, boys, right? Co-packers and bottlers, that's just like the COKE stock, Coke, right? Put us on crypto. Greenback Jack, no. Bro, I told you this. We don't do crypto around here. We buy cash flowing businesses. I'm not even gonna play this song. Wanna know why? Greenback Jack is talking absolute nonsense right now. Brother, I thought we'd been through this. Wait, hold on. I think the first thing we did, I think we converted you from a day trader to a value investor. But I think we need to convert you from a... And then, hold on. I think, Greenback Jack, weren't you the one that was trying to trade? Wait, can you guys even see the chat? The chat's too small on the screen. Sorry, Twitch. But, Greenback Jack, weren't you the guy? Oh, no, he's rooting crypto on? What do you mean rooting crypto on? Like, what is crypto? And why is it spelled with a K? Guys, I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Look. Okay. I apologize. I preempted a crash out. I apologize. Chat. A leader owns up for his mistakes. And I will say, I had a premature crash out for about 4 seconds there. I will admit, chat. I had a premature crash out for like 4 seconds. I take it back. Greenback Jack, you have the floor, old sport. You have the floor. Anyway, how the heck we doing, boys? Richard, my man. Hey, Richard, what's good, dude? Richard, what the heck is good, man? How the heck you doing? Kryptonite is speaking in third person now. Kryptonite is speaking in third person, saying, I am saying Kryptonite is good because that is what can take out Superman. I refuse to bend to society's rules. Hey, I love that. Hey, Kryptonite, stay that way, bro. Kryptonite, I want you to stay that way, man. You want to know why? You're smart. You show up. You're consistent. You got, and you're generous. You know what I'm saying? You're generous. Do you know if the folks listened to your comments, made some plays based off what you said, you know how much money they would have made? I ain't gonna hold you up. You know how much money they would have made? Hey, you're generous. You know what I'm saying? And you give it away for free. So thank you, good sir. Thank you, good sir. And you know who else we gotta thank? Richard. We gotta thank Richard. You wanna know why? Because I was not planning on releasing another video, boys, until July. Okay, I was not planning on releasing another video to July. I made this excuse in my head that I had to hyper focus on the deal and the streaming and the value creation efforts. I didn't have time to make content. Boom, 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 boom. Richard said no. Richard said, can you freaking finance? Lock the heck in. Give us something. Give us some goop. Give us some goop. And you know what I did today, boys? You know what I did today, boys? I uploaded one of our videos in a very long time. I delisted a lot of the other videos that I didn't like that much. So the official first video of 2026 on the channel, long form, is out now. Okay? Go watch it by yourself. Watch it with your family. Watch it with your coworkers. Send it to your best friend. Send it to your ex. Make sure you spread that knowledge everywhere. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you really guys. I hope you guys liked it. That was a really fun one to make. That was a very fun one to make. So, and that one, that like sometimes you have content pieces that give you that spark back. It gives you that spark back, and that was one of those pieces. It was a good one, boys. It was a good one. I really enjoyed it. And the editor, Yana and her team went crazy on that. Yana and her team went crazy on that. So, God bless them. I appreciate that, and I just wanted to give that to y'all as a little treat for Easter, for happy Easter. You know what I'm saying, boys? For happy freaking Easter. Anyway, before we dive in the task at hand, and before Richard shares the video with his ex, because guess what? Even though they're not together, you wish them well. Y'all broke up? Nah, she broke them up. But still wish her well. You know? I'm kidding. Don't send it to your ex. That's not a reason to re-engage. All right? It's not a reason to re-engage. Richard, I'm not going to give you a reason to go hit your ex back up. I'm not that kind of guy. I want you to move on. Level up. I want you to level up. You know what I'm saying? You're an executive now, Richard. You're a business owner. You're a partner at an investment firm called Chat Capital. You know? Oh, she's blocked? Oh, dang. Oh, snap. I never had to block a girl before. I don't know if I got it in me to block a girl. I'm too nice. I'm way too nice to girls, bro. I'm way too nice to girls. I'm way too nice. I'm way too nice, though, dude. I'm freaking way too nice. But, chat, before we dive into the task at hand, okay? And we got a lot of stuff we gotta dive into today. We're gonna start off with A-dubs. Hold on. Wait, what? Everyone, you need to remove the @everyone. Happy Easter, y'all. What the heck? Happy Easter. What does this mean? Someone's in the Discord talking about you need to remove the everyone. I don't know what that means. But we need to read, before we dive in, catch me up on y'all week, man. On your day. How's everybody's Easter? Is it a 5 out of 5 type of day? Is it a 1 out of 5 type of day? Is it a 10 out of 5 type of day? I hope everybody here had one of the best Easters of the year. We only have one Easter a year, so I hope it was a great one. But I hope you guys are all living immaculately well, staying focused, staying humble, and you felt a little bit of like spiritual enrichment today. That's what I hope. I don't know if you went to church. I don't know if you go to church. But if not, all I'm saying is I pray for y'all. And I'm praying that God blesses all y'all. Because I treat chat like family, all right? And I always pray for my family, okay, chat? So, we got 5 out of 5s. I love that, Richard. Everybody else, tell me how y'all doing. And while we do that, we're gonna get up and get geared up to check out Chat Capital's weekly report, written by our team, Chat Capital's team. Hey, this is what y'all ask for, and this is what we deliver. We give y'all proprietary intelligence, chat. We giving y'all proprietary intelligence. Oh, snap. Greenback Jack had a 5 out of 5, had a great church service and ate good. I love that. That is a W. Oh my goodness. Inspire thyself motivation. We pray for you too. Shut the front door. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. That warms my heart. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. God bless you. Ready for this week? We're all freaking geeked. All right. And if anybody has anything big they're working on that they either want support on, that they just want us to just like, you know, speak positivity over, put it in the chat. We want to see everybody win this week. All right, I want to see everybody win this week. Cool Webby, hey, the Palm Beach Prince, what up, dude? What's up, Palm Beach Prince? How you doing, twin? Good to freaking see ya. Did you get my message on Discord, guys? I as a chairman of the chat cap, I barely know how to use Discord. Let me check. Boys, I barely know how to use this dang thing. Okay, boom. Boom. Oh, that's easy information. That's easy information. I got a job posted that I can share, and it's with a private firm, not the county. We ain't talking no county. It's for the private firm, but I can get you that info. And the answer is, though, it depends. And for context, we're all no secrets around here, but I put out an ad yesterday to the chat, and I said, does anybody have any people in Florida that are civil engineers looking for work with paving, drainage, water, and sewer type of experience? And Cool Webby is a Florida guy. He's a Florida man. And he's got a little plug, you know? So the play is, Cool Webby, the salary is going to be dependent upon their years of experience. That's the first thing. It also is contingent upon if they're licensed or not. People that don't have their PE are not going to make as much as someone that has their PE. So that's just also there. And then also like their level of familiarity with the county. So if they're like great at drafting or designing, but they're not able to like go and like meet with directors and all that, or don't speak good English, like it's really tough. You know what I mean? So comp is dependent and there's a range. You know what I'm saying? But if your homeboy can share his resume or her resume and share a bit around like what their experience and background is, I think we can get some pretty good color around like what the appropriate pricing will be. Oh, snap. Hey, chat. One of the world's greatest sorcerers, Parker, decided to grace us with his presence today. Hello, good sir. How are you, my man? What is good? Happy Sunday. Happy Easter, Parker. Hope you're doing immaculately well, man. Hope you're doing immaculately well, brother. Hope you're doing well. All right, chat, we got to get smarter today. While I love the weekends, right? I love the weekends, chat. I love kicking my feet up, relaxing. And first of all, W weekend. W freaking weekend. You guys were lucky. If you tuned into the streams this weekend, you got to meet some of my boys. You got to freaking see Hamilton. You got to see Eric. Even though Eric tried to freaking tackle me on stream yesterday, we still stood our ground. Eric doesn't act like I don't go to the gym every day and put up gains. All right? So, anyway, we hung out with the boys. We had a bunch of fun. Dude, we ate so good. Friday, me and Hamilton went to this place called Javier's and just had like a great, awesome dinner, just catching up as boys, talk about life. Me and him are actually traveling to Asia and doing the fourth quarter content trip together. He's gonna be the camera guy in Asia, but also my travel busty. And we planned a bunch of things there. And then Saturday, me and all the boys, we went to, I don't know if it's a California specific thing. So East Coast folks might not know about this, but for the California people, we went to this place called, it's called Chubby Cattle. Have you guys ever heard of Chubby Cattle? Hey, Imran Malik, what up, dude? Imran Malik, how are you doing, brother? Happy Sunday, happy Easter, Imran Malik. I hope you're living immaculately well. I hope I said your name correctly as well. But I hope you are doing incredibly well, man. Happy Easter, and I hope the sun shine wherever you are. Hope you're doing well. Parker Tokyo vlog? Oh, dude, absolutely. Dude, so many crazy vlogs. Oh my goodness. I'm from Miami? What? Dude, we are getting our ranks up, boys. Boys, we are getting our numbers up. Texas is on the downfall. I love this. Literally, when I first started streaming, the first half of my streams, it was all Texas people. Nothing against Texas, but I love you guys. But it was like all Texas people. Now, we got so many Miami boys now. We got Cool Webby. We got Garrett. You know, we got so many people out there in Miami. Hey, shout out to the 305. Dale, 305. What they talking about? Hey, hold on. Hey, chat. Shout out to what? Let's see if y'all boys know about this. Hey, shout out to the 305 boys. Shout out to the 305 boys. What up with that pit bull? Okay, I got so many emails. I got so many freaking emails from YouTube yesterday talking about, Kenny, I know you had fun on stream. I know you were hanging out with the boys, but you cannot be playing Davido. You can't be playing Chief Keef. You can't be playing all these copyrighted music, my friend. So bye watchers, I apologize. I can get lit for like 4 seconds, but the super fun after hour streams with the good music and just the games and stuff, that's got to be afterwards. So I can't go too crazy. I can't go too crazy before I get perma-banned from YouTube. Oh, awesome. I said your name perfectly. Nice. I love your content and help me learn so much about finance and investing. Can't wait to learn more from you. Hey, I appreciate that, dude. Imran Malik, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for first and foremost, thank you for taking the time to watch my content. I appreciate that. And everybody here that takes the time to watch my content and hang out on the streams, I greatly appreciate that. I put the time in to make that stuff, and you guys put even more time to consume the stuff, and for that, I am grateful. And Imran Malik, I don't know if you've seen the latest, but we dropped a freaking banger today, my dude. We dropped a freaking banger today, all right? So do yourself a huge favor. If you want to learn even more, check out that video. And if anybody here is on the stream and watch that video, make sure you guys go like it, of course. All right. That's how we get paid. Make sure you like the video, but then also comment chat capital to show that you guys came from the freaking streams, my boys. Make sure y'all came from the streams to watch that video. All right. Sorry, A-Dub. I kept goofing. I seen it, bro. I'm thinking about investing into urgent cares. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. If you want to do urgent cares, be careful of the regulatory environment, but then also think a level deeper. If you think a little deeper, you can do urgent care equipment, distribution, urgent care equipment, maintenance and repairing, but also private urgent care transportation, EMTs. Let me put you guys hip. Private equity loves that space. Private equity loves that space. EMT transportation? Hey. You didn't hear from me. Back to Chat Capital Weekly Intelligence Report. All right. Sorry, A-Dub. Now, A-Dub put together what's happening this week. And this week in one sentence, my friends. Wait, chat. Should we record this? Would you guys want to see this on the VOD? Should we record this? What do you guys think? It's up to you guys. We can either read it together or we can just like skim through it and make it like a 15-minute just like excerpt on YouTube. Not for the main channel. It'll be on the second channel. Also get in Discord, boys. What's your email? I have some ideas I'd like to share with you and get your ideas. That, I don't give out emails, but I give out the Discord. So, wait, Richard, are we giving out Discord today? He's the gatekeeper on the Discord. Do we got the Discord today or are we charging people? Richard, we giving out the Discord today or are we charging people? What are we doing? Because apparently Richard's like, hey, Kenny, man, you're in a high profile niche. You should be charging people for all this stuff. Richard, I don't see stats. I don't have the way to see how many people are watching or liking. So I don't know the stats. Tell me how many likes. Don't tell me how many views. How many likes? How many likes we got? Is the proportion of likes respectful enough for the Discord access? Yay or nay? Is the proportion of until we get to 10 likes, nobody's getting a Discord. Until we get to 10 likes, no one's getting a Discord. Yeah, so if you do 5 divided by 10, that right there, that's failing in math class. It's failing in math class. Okay, back to Chat Capital Weekly Intelligence Report. What has been happening with les markets? As we know, some sectors went crazy last week. Some sectors absolutely dropped the ball last week. But as always, Chat Capital delivers with our weekly intelligence report brought to you by our special team, W-A-Dub, W Chris. And we're going to figure out what is the most needle-moving topics in the markets this week. And if you were to summarize it all into one clear sentence, I love how we do this. B1 bridge struck near Tehran. NFP printed 117K versus 60K expected. Brent held above 108. Markets delivered the clearest signal yet that the Hormuz shock is a structural regime shift, not a temporary disruption. You know what the really big thing is? What is really big for me? I think that this whole war going on in the Middle East with US, Israel, and Iran, and the implications on the Strait of Hormuz, and the implications on oil prices, and the fact that oil is attached to so many different parts of the value chain for so many end markets, the trickle-down effect is going to be absolutely massive, and not a lot of folks are pricing that in. But here is a special season to understand this. It is a special season to understand this. Why? Because we are in April, boys and girls. We are in April. This is prime earnings season. Prime earnings season. So as a pro and as students of the game, you guys might be pros also. This is a perfect time to not just check to see what the EPS is versus expectations for the stocks you like. Read the commentary, listen to the earnings calls to get a gist of if they talk about the inflated input crisis, the inflated oil prices on their underlying cost structures. Because you want to know why? Things like airlines, things like consumer goods, it is going to drastically impact it. I think it is drastically going to impact it. Now, chat may have a bunch of opposing opinions on it, and that's completely up to you all. And feel free to put all of your comments and opinions in the comments below, because this is a safe space to discuss investment in markets. But what I think something is brewing for a structural regime shift over the next 6 to 12 months. So we got to lock in. All right, now, the one thing I learned this week, a 117,000 NFP beat job, 117,000 job NFP beat inside a week of infrastructure airstrikes, $111 oil, a falling dollar, and an unconfirmed F-35 shoot down does not produce clarity. It produces the most dangerous macro environment of 2026. A Fed that cannot cut without risking inflation and cannot hike without risking recession, with no exit visible on either side. Okay. But then also, W Artemis team. The boys and the girls are out there in space, flying around the moon. And that's epic. Oh, CJ, what's up, man? Kareem, what's up, man? Kryptonite, what's good? What you talking about, Kryptonite? CJ, we are looking at the Chat Capital Weekly Intelligence Report. I'm glad you asked, sir. I'm glad you asked. We're looking at the Chat Capital Weekly Intelligence Report. All because you guys watch our live streams and you guys tune in every day and you're in our Discords. We give to every single person in the Discord the weekly Capital issue. You click this, you download it. It's completely free for everybody. And it pulls up this. A crazy, detailed, like 15-page report of what's happening in the markets, our perspectives, the macro, the micro, great investment opportunities, public equities. It's a lot of goop. So why pay $10,000 a month for Bloomberg when you guys can simply press the like button to get access to our Discords? Until that time comes where we got to go Batman and go dark behind a paywall of $1 million a month for this tough. Just kidding. I want to make sure everybody's learning. So we have these awesome reports. All right, boys. We got to skim through this because this is for the YouTube. Everybody say hi, YouTube. Now, the macro snapshot dashboard. What we got here? Here we go. Oh, wait. I love this dashboard, by the way. This is fan-freaking-tastic. Brent crude oil, $111. Gold. It's not at the $5,000 crazy price that it was a long time or a few weeks ago, but it's still up there. It's pretty pricey. The DXY dollar, 99.8. The dollar is weakening below 100. Elevated environment for the gold. The elevated volatility, aka the VIX. Fear, not panic. Cautious pessimism. S&P 500 is sitting around $6,500 and it's down 3.4% week over week and is entering correction territory. Fascinating. Question of we buy the dip, see or no? That's a question for you guys. And then the 10-year treasury is sitting around 4.4, the highest since July 2025. That's good context right there. Now, the Henry Hub gas is 3.03 million monthly barrel. I don't know the unit. I really don't know the unit. MMBTU. Someone tell me the unit. I don't know the unit. And then same with the Asian LNG JKM 20.6. All right. Now, the Hormuz traffic. This is one of the most important things that we need to be focused on. The Hormuz traffic is 95% plus blocked. There are 2,000 plus tankers in queue. Are there people on these tankers? And if so, are there like food delivery people, right? Or like, how are they like sitting there stuck? That's the question. So that's a really good question. You want a cash flow in business? Somebody deliver food. Somebody deliver food to the freaking people that are stuck in the Strait of Hormuz. That's a really good question. Like if I'm stuck in traffic for this long, for weeks, I want some DoorDash. So that's a cash flow in business to acquire right there. Imran Malik wants that Discord access. So you boys, if we don't get 10 likes, no one gets Discord access. I told y'all this. Richard, the second that we get 10 likes, let me know and I'll give you guys a link. The second we get 10 likes, let me know this. I'll give you guys a link. All right? So you let me know, Richard. You let me know. But they ain't getting to the like button. We're holding chat hostage. We're holding chat hostage. We're holding them hostage. All right, let's keep learning though. Let's keep learning it though. They use seawater, man. Black Mama. Wait, first of all, Black Mama Trader, what's up, dude? How the heck you doing, man? All right. So we talked about Brent crude, the unemployment numbers, the VIX. Okay, these are really good things here. So for Brent crude, it surged $11 in one day, the biggest gain daily since 2020, and it settled at around 108 to 111 throughout the week. Hormuz effectively closed 20% of global supply, crack spreads at multi-year highs. Fascinating. Now, confirmed structural energy regime shift. The implications of this is a confirmed structural energy regime shift. Refinery bottleneck is now the dominant margin driver. Expect sustained higher input costs across freight, chemicals, and industrials. Now, unemployment numbers. We had around 178,000 jobs added that month in March, which was a massive beat versus the $60,000 jobs that were expected. Unemployment fell to 4.3%, and healthcare strike resolution drove much of the rebound. Nice. Looks like we're staffing a lot more folks in healthcare, and I love that. W healthcare workers. Now, implications of that, the labor market is showing resilience, which contradicts war-driven inflation fears. That's okay. That shows that if the worries around the war chill out a little bit and it pulls back, okay, business is normalized. Boom. What we can then have is a back to productive workforce and business productivity. At least in the healthcare space, from what I'm seeing in the March numbers. That's what I like. Now, we got April FOMC numbers coming out, so we got to check that out later. Now, the VIX. I know a lot of you guys in the chat, I know a lot of you traders in the chat have been talking a lot about the VIX, have talking a lot about what's been happening with volatility, and I think some of you guys are here trading the VIX. Now, me, I'm an index fund for 10 years, 20 years plus holding type of guy, but VIX has been elevated, 30 plus intraday. Major indices snapped 5-week skid with Tuesday rally. Gains erased by Friday. We had a Tuesday rally and a gain erased by Friday. That was nuts. And the implication of that is that market pricing, energy shock, and policy uncertainty, not outright recession. Selective rotation into real assets and defense is the dominant cash flow play. You feel me? Now, moving on. Dollar and the gold. The dollar fell below $100 while gold held elevated near $4,700, which is up still 75% since the October 2025. But what I will say though, I think over the last month or two, gold has been kind of flat a little bit, bouncing back and forth. I think so, right? It hasn't really done crazy momentum like that because I think of the hyper growth that it had back in December and January and early February. So capital is rotating towards hard assets and real yields. Gold remains the preferred permanent capital insurance. Watch 99.5 on the DXY, a break signal structural dollar weakness. Okay. 10-year treasury. Wow, this is crazy. I would just say this. Chat. You get this kind of intel if you literally work at Goldman Sachs on the trading floor. Chat. You get this kind of intel if you work at Goldman Sachs on the freaking sales and trading floor. Nice. All right, here we go. Treasuries, highest level since July 2025. VLCC tanker rates in Baltic Dry. VLCC daily tanker rates of around 87K to 105K range peaked mid-March. The Baltic Dry Index is surging. I gotta look into what the Baltic Dry Index is. Now, the Hormuz geopolitical risk premium. This is important. B1 bridge near Tehran was struck last week. Iran published retaliation target lists, which is bridges in Kuwait, UAE, and Jordan. And Trump warned strikes on the power plants. And also, a F-35 was reportedly shot down unconfirmed. Now, persistent risk premium on oil and global trade routes. Holdcos must model in multi-month, not week disruption scenarios. Short war thesis officially dissolved. Okay. Now, Fed Fund future, 20% probability of a rate hike priced in for the May meeting, 72% hold, and then defense and energy sector rotation. Defense names and energy refiners sharply outperformed. Airlines, cruises, consumer discretionary hit the hardest by fuel costs. Now, this is going to be fascinating to watch. This is going to be fascinating to watch in April earnings season. So if we take the time to dive a little bit deeper into April earnings season to figure out what are they specifically saying in terms of the actual contribution of the war and inflated costs on their cost structure and what it means for them to pass through pricing on inflated fees for baggage fees or rising cruise costs or increasing their menu costs, things like that is going to be super, super, super interesting to hear, as well as how long they expect that price inflation to last. That is going to be fascinating. Did you guys hit 10 likes yet? Richard, are we good? What do you think? What do you think, Richard? And then Holdco signal, Berkshire maintained 31 to 34% Oxy stake. I heard Berkshire, regardless of the war, intends to hold that thing for a very long time. I think they like Oxy because of just the fundamental business model of Oxy and what they got going on. All right. Congratulations for you guys officially hitting that freaking like button. Thank you all for the support and smashing that like button. That's what we do here. You guys watch. Oh, never mind. I can't put it yet. So until Richard says yeah. Until Richard says yeah. We're not getting it. ADUB, I love these freaking charts, man. I love these freaking charts. All right. Look at the price of gold since October. Look at the dollar weakening. And then that's brewed. The orange line is the Brent crude index as well. We have the 10-year treasury yield, 4.44, which is the highest since July 2025. Good, good. CPI now versus forward inflation. All right, all right. Okay, the macro. We're not going to dive too deep into the macro theses. That you kind of get a gist of, and we like the micro, at least for this segment for YouTube. The war escalated significantly this week from closing its shipping lane to striking bridges near the Iranian capital. Iran named specific bridges in 3 Gulf countries as retaliation targets, and an F-35 and possibly an A-10 reportedly involved in incidents, unconfirmed by the military. All right, we are talking about that. All right, we talked about oil having a crazy huge spike. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for this here, because I know there's a lot of private equity folks in here and a lot of holdco bros. All right. For some reason, there's like a huge trend of holdco bros. Now, what's happening with gold? Gold is a permanent capital insurance, not a trade. The mining equity lag to spot is the structural opportunity that patient capital captures. Agnico Eagle Mines, AEM, remains the highest quality expression. Margin exceeds 22,490 at current gold prices. Own AEM before institutional attention rotates from bullion to equities and close the gap rapidly. Ooh-wee! Sheesh. All right, that's nice. That's nice. Presidential address and strategic escalation doctrine. Okay. Fed fund rates. I'm trying to see what's a spicy take. Let's see some spicy takes. ADUB, is there any particular spicy takes that we should dive into? At least for like YouTube VOD. Oh, you got 10 likes? Well done, boys. There you go. Get y'all busted the Discord, man. It's free today. Get y'all busted the Discord, man. It's free today. Hey, Imran Malik, I appreciate you hitting that like button and everybody else. All right, here we go. Now, I love this. A little market data snapshot. Nice. Giovanni, what's up, top dog Shred Lord? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing immaculately well, my guy. Happy Sunday and happy Easter, brother. Happy Sunday and happy Easter. Okay, here we go. Equity focus. I wanted to dive into the equities for this, all right? Because we can talk about macro all darn day, but I want to talk about the equities. Here we go. Valero Energy remains the clearest Hormuz equity signal in the public market. The prior 50-day moving average at approximately $167 per share establishes the pre-conflict baseline. At $111 per share, $111 oil with crack spreads near $70 BBL. That's so funny. Valero's annual free cash flow generation is extraordinary. The gap between 167 and the current price represents the market's bet on crack spread duration. Phillips 66 is the second expression, more diversified across chemicals and midstream, but is still direct beneficiary of what's happening out there in the Strait of Hormuz. Now, the first order impact. The first order impact is crack spread expansion to $70. Means the refining margin is approximately 193 above 3% above year-end 2025 levels. Let me say that again for you boys. The crack spread expansion to $70 means the refining margin is approximately 193% above year-end 2025 levels. And every barrel that Valero processes at current prices generates extraordinary cash flow. That's freaking insane, dudes. Now, dive a second level deeper. Let's dive a second level deeper. The Q1 earnings call question for Valero management, expected April 2022, is whether they characterize crack spread expansion as structural or cyclical. A structural categorization is a multi-year bullish signal. A cyclical categorization suggests that management expects normalization and creates a trading opportunity on the short side on the refining premium. I think, me personally, I think it's going to be more on the cyclical side. That's my bet. I think it's a more cyclical side. Now, the third order, diving 3 levels deeper for you guys. Sustained crack spreads above $50 incentivize refinery investment, but new U.S. refinery capacity takes 5 to 7 years to permit and build, aka a boring business that can help on the engineering, on the design, on the contracting, on the surveying for that. The bottleneck is structural in the short to medium term, regardless of crude price trajectory. Okay? Now, WLO earnings is on April 22nd. I think we need to listen to this. I think we need to, as a chat, as a community, listen to this, or have somebody from the Discord listen to this. Now, the key question is, does management call crack spreads structural or cyclical? PSX April 2025, or April 25th, 2026. The 167 pre-conflict baseline is the analytical anchor. Current price minus 167 is the conflict premium. Lock in. Now, let's talk about defense. Of course, if there's conflict globally, which I don't condone, all right? I pray for peace, everybody. I'm a humanitarian. I pray for peace all over the world. But if there is conflict, folks automatically jump and assume that defense names are the best bet. That's kind of flawed, but they love to do that. But let's hear, just for the crowd, let's give them a little goop. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman, and General Dynamics are confirmed beneficiaries of the active conflict. The Friday broad sell-off took defense names down with the market. This is a portfolio-level risk-off, not a change in the government contract cycle. Defense contractor revenue is driven by multi-year production agreements. The $48 billion emergency supplemental defense bill in Congress adds approximately 18 months of additional production funding above the baseline if it's passed. All right? Let's talk about nuclear. Cameco CCJ. They closed at $103.92, and they are down 17.35% due to the broad institutional risk-off liquidation of prior momentum winners. All right. But the thesis has not deteriorated. It has strengthened. Let's talk about Japan here. Japan now has 14 nuclear reactors approved for restart versus 9 at year start. South Korea reverses full nuclear phase-out policy in 6 weeks. W. France, EPR2 is accelerating, and these are verified policy actions that represent 15 to 18 million pounds of additional annual uranium demand beginning in 2028. The Duquesne family office opened a position in CCJ in February, predating the nuclear policy announcements by several weeks. Okay. So if you want to bet on uranium, I think Cameco could be an interesting play. Now, earnings season is coming up. We got to figure out which ones we want to look at. And this is something that I have on my calendar as chat. We got Delta to figure out what's happening with the airlines, April 9th. Lennar. I love looking at these till we can get a little sense around what's happening around home builders, home starts, their cost basis, as well as vacancy rates, things like that. Lennar is just a good comp to reference and to look at. United Airlines, similar to the Delta narrative. You don't need to listen to both, one or the other. D.R. Horton. We want to figure out how many contracts are at risk given the mortgage rates. Valero Energy to understand the crack spreads. American Airlines, another one. Hyperscalers. This is where the goop gets exciting. All right. Around late April, our earnings season is going to kick off for the tech and AI names. Now the question holds. Is there still crazy demand? And is there still crazy bottlenecks for key components in the semiconductor space? That's the big question there. Are we justifying CapEx spend for these kind of businesses? For Google, for Meta, for Microsoft? What's happening with Mary? What's happening with optics? What's happening with all these kind of names? So April and May, while everyone's focused on oil, there still is hyper intense narrative for what's happening in semi space, and especially the semi supply chain. You feel me? How y'all feeling about this? This is so in-depth. I love this. W to tip me. You know what's funny? Look at where we are. Look at where we are right now. Look at where we are. We're like halfway. And I love this. You have questions? This is perfect because your questions, Giovanni, and your opposing thoughts, and same with CJ, you guys can put all of that in a Discord on the stock market channel, and every opinion and thought, assuming you're respectful with it, is welcome, right? So feel free to reply to that same comment where we posted the link and say, hey, you're off. You're wrong. I don't agree. Respectfully, because, right? Have some data. You know what I mean? You can't oppose based off feelings. You can oppose based off of facts and diligence. You get me, boys? This is like an investment committee. This is Check Capital. You know what I'm saying? So I want opposing thoughts. I want opposing opinions. I want you guys to freaking bring it. Why? It makes us better investors. It makes us better investors. Okay? Because I'll be humble enough to say I'm not the smartest in the world. I'm a hustler, but I'm not the smartest in the world. Okay? So I want all the smoke. Chat, I want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? So bring that in. So if you guys are enjoying this, as always, smash that freaking like button before I put a $10 million paywall on here. And this is going to be me and CJ and Giovanni talking to, you know what I'm saying? JK, but I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys all your support. And this is literally half of the report that you can get. The rest of it, unfortunately, if you're watching on YouTube, you boys just got to be in the Discord. And for that, you got to join the streams. So I appreciate that. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, all right? And get in the mix. Boop. There we go. That was the recording for the YouTube video. That's going to come out tomorrow. And that comes out, boys, on our second channel. Okay? The second channel is the Kenny Finance live channel. That's where we put our VOD. That's where we put our stream segments and stuff. The Kenny Finance live channel. Parker, dude, new video dropped today? Hell yeah. You didn't watch it? Parker! Bro, you literally were the one that told me to upload a video this weekend. I literally uploaded it and I was like, here, Parker. If you go to freaking Kenny Finance, you check out our long forms. It's the one that's like, I found the best business to buy in America or something like that. One of those. Dude, Parker, get off of my stream. Go watch my video. Like it. And then comment, Chat Capital, after you're done watching the entire thing, okay? Because by the time you're done watching it, it's like a 15-minute video. We'll still be streaming. So, Parker, please leave and handle your business, okay? Goodbye, Parker. Come back when you watch the darn video. Because you and freaking Richard were the guys that told me to make the damn thing. All right? All right. I appreciate the fact that you think that I have $10 million for a paywall. Hey, because you're part of Chat Capital, bro. Everybody's about to be rich. First of all, A-Dub, let me tell you something. A-Dub, you still listening? Bro, this is massive. Like this thing here, like these charts that you're showing, the context, these are massive. Are these Bloomberg? Are these Bloomberg? Like, how do you get these snapshots? Like these, you don't have to, you can put it on Discord or DM, but like, I love these charts, bro. It gives so much context. I think one of the favorite things that I liked is this, right? The favorite thing that I like is this. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, boys. It's like, I want to have access to like kind of like real world dashboards and just like context on like easy one pagers and things like this make it so efficient to just like have what's mattering and what's pushing the markets. And I think it's so perfect, dude. I think it's so perfect. So this is well done. We're gonna like throughout stream today and tomorrow, we're gonna dive deep into every single thing. But I think you absolutely crushed it. And I think you called it on the CCP thing or what? I forgot what their ticker is. Their ticker is yeah, CCJ, not CCP, CCJ. And the earnings season, boys, earnings season is kicking off. Earnings season is kicking off. And W Chris too. I think Chris might have helped a little bit, but you guys know Chris is currently studying for college. So we need Chris locked in. But as you know, boys, we have Chat Capital. We have our portfolio. And for our portfolio with Chat Capital, y'all, we have a watch list that we had Claude upgrade for us. And this is the earnings that we have going on that we got to stay focused on. All right, boys? Let's get a little tunes in here. So these are the earnings that we have to focus on. The first one coming up is going to be AEHR. I'm not going to watch it on stream because it's not that massive of a business to watch. It's kind of like the first leg of the domino for the AI trade. But I think we're going to do a recap of it the day of on that stream. Okay. And then I think the bulk of the stuff comes in late April. I think the bulk of the stuff comes in late April and early May. So as you guys can see, late April and early May, especially the week of April 4th or May 4th, 5th, and 6th and 7th, there's massive earnings that we gotta be glued onto. Massive earnings. But what else is happening in the markets, boys? I couldn't read all of the chat because we were like locked in and focused on that little YouTube segment. But what else happened in the markets? I haven't watched this yet around like what happened this weekend with Trump's point of view on escalating the war. But let's get this real quick. All right. Let's get this real quick, chat, and see what's happening here.
Question, Patricia?
Hey, someone tell Imran how you doing. Hey, Imran, Patricia? Thank you for tuning in, bro. Thank you for joining the Discord. I hope you're doing immaculately well. And we stream every freaking day, my dog. Every freaking day. All right, chat, let's watch this. I got to pee real quick. Let's watch this, though.
We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong.
What's happening in the news, boys? What's happening in the news? All right. Had to take a little bio break. I came back from the gym, chat, and bro, I've been drinking water all freaking day. Hey, chat, I've been drinking water all freaking day, chat. I've been drinking water all freaking day. Who talking about index funds? Giovanni? Index funds and dividends or just vibes? Hold on, what are they talking about here in Bloomberg thing? Was there anything notable from that? Wall Street weak? Trump making China great again? Do they have any deep dives in there? Increases in production? What about the missile increase in production? That I don't. Who's covering the defense stocks? I know some of you boys are covering the defense stocks right now, like heavy. So you might have like a point of view on that. But like Israel says more than 1,000 Iranian missiles still threaten it. Ooh. Reckless riding is derailing Sydney's e-bike boom. Uh-oh. Okay, this is actually a funny thing. I didn't know about this. For China's rich, the new must-have is a luxury home in Zimbabwe. What? What? Wealthy Chinese buying Zimbabwe mansions. This is insane. Hold on. Is this real, though? Do we have anybody that's from Zimbabwe? Or do we have anybody that is, what the heck? Is this even possible? This is crazy. This is crazy. From America to building $1 million mansion in Zimbabwe. All right. Wait, should we see what the guys? Ooh, we should watch one of these, right? Chat, should we watch one of these? A Zimbabwe mansion? Yeah, China owns a lot of real estate in Canada. Okay, Chinese want to be close to gold. There's wait, CJ, there's like huge Zimbabwean gold mining capacity in stuff, right? Wait, really? Oh my goodness. This is actually crazy. I never thought, but this is, hold on, this is crazy. Let me go to Sotheby's. Let's buy a career real quick, chat. Hey, chat, let's buy a career real quick. Hold on. Let me buy a career real quick. Let me buy a career real quick, chat. Jesus Christ has risen. How you doing, champ? Have you heard of Thrive Holdings? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's Kushner's fund. Thrive Capital is their thing, but they did a holding company. Oh, I'm reading your chat now. You really just said the same thing. This is driven to buy a boring business and using AI. Partnership with OpenAI too. Yep. They're trying to buy like freaking accounting firms and IT services businesses, all kinds of things. So as you guys know, everybody is trying to jump into this boring business wave and they're trying to copy me. I unfortunately don't have billions of dollars and I don't have freaking OpenAI. You know what I got to do? I got to be scrappy, chat. I got to go out there and freaking fist fight to get deal flow. You know? But I ain't worried about it though. Whoa. Let's do Sotheby's Zimbabwe. Here we go. Sotheby's Zimbabwe. Am I spelling Zimbabwe wrong? Got a mansions in Zimbabwe. Here we go. Jack, you can't make this stuff up. You really can't make this stuff up. This is it's massive. For China's rich, the new must-have is a luxury home in Zimbabwe. It's kind of crazy, right? And as you can see here, in Zimbabwe, prices ain't cheap, but you get absolute compounds for 1.8 million. This is what you can freaking get in Zimbabwe. This is crazy. This is absolutely, what the heck? I don't even know what this, chat, this is crazy. Look at this. Would y'all buy this? Dude, you literally have a basketball court / soccer field in your Zimbabwe compound. Okay? You got a bar downstairs. You got one kitchen. You got entertainment room. Hey, Colin Lee, thank you for the sub on YouTube. You got a second living room, a third living room, a fourth living room, second dining room, outdoor meeting room. We have one-on-one meetings, all kinds of things. You have a spa, a see-through spa. Whoa, there's like so much going on in this Zimbabwe mansion. This is absolutely crazy. But the real play is, I think Chinese wealthy buyers are trying to buy into this simply because of the proximity to mining and proximity to oil and critical minerals that have incredible equity value. That's the play. Now, the mansions are attractive. There's mansions literally everywhere. I think it is a strategic geographic play. What do you guys think? Agree or disagree? Agree or disagree? And would you guys buy? Would you guys buy $1 million Zimbabwe mansion? $1 million Zimbabwe. I'll tell you now, these look better than what you can get for $1 million in freaking California. I'll tell you that. That's for darn sure. That's for darn sure. You feel me? Chat, it's snack time too. Y'all got snacks? What kind of snacks y'all got? Heck no to Zimbabwe. Well, I've actually never been to Zimbabwe. I've actually never been to Africa. Like, I've never been to Africa, so I'm unsure if it's like, I might like Africa. I might. I don't know what the weather's like. I don't know if they have a bunch of bugs. My thing is, I'm an outdoors boy, but if there's way too many mosquitoes and bugs and spiders and stuff, that might not be my wave. That might not be my wave. Like, I love outdoors, but I know Australia, see ya, okay? See ya. Western Australia, I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, need to go to Senegal and Egypt for sure? Wait, hold on. Low key, Senegal and Egypt. See, Egypt sounds awesome. I want to go to Egypt because of the new Egyptian museum. I want to see the new Great Egyptian Museum. Like, I really want to see that. Senegal. Wait, don't they have a great soccer team too? Or football team? Is that what they call it? Senegal looks amazing. Senegal, FIFA. You want like Africa, Mr. California? Wait, you're actually probably right about that. Like, no offense to Africa, but I think I'm just too accustomed to the luxuries of California. I think I won't like it on the first day, but I think there will be an adjustment period that I think I can tackle. And I heard Senegal is like quarterfinal like talent. You know what I mean? At least for the World Cup. Who do you guys got for the World Cup? When you guys were here on the stream this weekend, Hamilton was here. He's a World Cup fiend. He's a World Cup fiend. And I'm asking to get tickets, but I think we cheaped out. So I think we're either going to get cheap tickets to a cheap game in San Francisco, or just watch it at like a local pub or something, and use that money elsewhere for our fourth quarter travels. You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts on the JV between Chevron and Microsoft? I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't have that much details on like the underlying mechanics of the JV and like how much it has, but I have a feeling that there is a race to procure power generation and access for the data center build out. Like I think there's a race to fill memory, a race to fill power generation ability, and I think there's a race to also fill like forward purchasing agreements of like certain amounts of power that can power your data center build outs for new construction. Like you can't have the pipeline of data center build out if you don't have the pipeline of contracts for power generation. You know what I mean? Does that make sense though, Edwin? What do you think? Wait, Africa is very corrupt? Huh? What the heck? Just kidding. I know. I heard. It's called the Western world you're used to. No one is a refugee from USA to Africa. Facts. Africa is very corrupt and China loves that. Always can buy out what they want. Dang. Also heard there's a lot of Chinese spending in I heard there's like a lot of Chinese spending in Africa. Just like businesses and refineries and all types of things. I was just reading about it, and that's what they're saying. And it's cheaper to do the fiber optic route versus transmission and pipeline. Bro, the grid is chalked, Edwin. If I'm keeping it a buck, bro, I think the grid is really chalked, dude. I think the grid is honestly chalked. Like our aging electric distribution and transmission infrastructure, it can't handle the needs of the EVs, of the smart homes, of the iPhones, of the AI data centers. It just can't handle it, bro. So like they gotta have all types of innovation away from transmission and distribution, dude. Like they gotta have all types of just like innovations around it. Like I don't know. People are sleeping on that. I think the grid is chalked. If you guys really want to do a boring business, find a boring business that's serving the grid resilience problem. That's where some real money's at. That's where the real money's at, dude. LCAT-C 2024. And did I say your name right? How the heck we doing? Have I ever think about doing an MBA? Me personally, no. A lot of my friends have. And a lot of my friends are doing it. And a lot of my friends are going to do it. So I got a lot of respect for folks that do the MBA. I can't afford it. It's way too expensive. Every dollar that is not spent on buying a boring business or buying equities is like a really bad dollar spent for me. So just imagine me spending $200,000 plus for school. And I don't like school, boys. I don't like school. Like, boys, I don't like school. Okay? Do you know how many times... Why am I... I'm not on full screen. Hold on, my bad. I'm out here yapping. I'm not even on full screen. Boys and girls, do you know how many times I had to take the ACT? Like, we got some real geniuses in this chat. Like, some real geniuses. Like, A-Dub, I have a feeling that guy's a genius. Chris, freaking genius. CJ, genius. Nah, I think CJ's a genius, but I also think CJ got that hustle mentality like me too. I feel like CJ's scrappy. CJ, are you more scrappy or more genius? You know what I'm saying? I think we got a lot of genius. You're a C student, by the way? Bro, I was a C plus B minus student. Okay? Like, for real. I'll show you guys my freaking high school transcript. So, I did whatever I could, LCAT-C 2024, to hustle my way to a good life. I didn't rely on ACT SAT. So the value proposition of me taking another darn test, which I can't stand test, to then going back into a school to sit to lectures, and I got a very short attention span. I'd be zoning out. And then to also pay $200,000 for that, while I respect it, and I love those institutions, and I love what they do, just personally, that ain't for me. Hey, chat, that is not for me. That is not for me. I can't do it. I can't do it. CJ from the streets? Hey, bro, me too. Me too. You see Giovanni? He's a freaking genius. He'd love to go back to school for a PhD. Want to know my PhD, Giovanni? Hey, chat. Hey, chat. Someone tell Giovanni what my PhD is. If y'all know, y'all know. Hey, someone tell Giovanni what my PhD is. Oh, yeah, Garrett. Garrett's a freaking genius. Garrett's a freaking genius. Chat, my PhD is I am poor, hungry, and determined. PhD. That's what got me my very first job. They were like, so why are you so great? Why should we hire you? And I was like, look, I'm a role play. I'm a role play it. It was actually so funny. If they make a movie about me, make sure you guys have the right actor role play the same. Exactly. Okay? Make sure he has like low cut waves, cool like swagger and everything. But, all right, maybe Michael B. Jordan, maybe. But if they ever do a movie about me and they're like, how did he get his first job on Wall Street? Coming from the streets, coming from nothing. I want you guys to understand that I went into that interview, crushed all the technicals, crushed everything, right? And then they are like, while everything is great, while everything is freaking awesome, why should we hire you over everybody else? And I said, respectfully, Megan. Her name was Megan, W. Megan. I said, respectfully, Megan. While they all come from incredible institutions and are probably all very well qualified for this role, and they will be outstanding talent to add to the team, I think they all have great prospects, but none of them have this one thing that I have. And they're like, what is that? Can he finance? I said, they don't have the PhD that I have. And she was like, hold on, let me look at your resume again. She looks at it. Megan looks at it. She's like, it says that you're still a freshman and undergraduate at Michigan. And I'm like, no, Megan, not that type of PhD, not academic. I'm talking the PhD of me being poor, hungry, and determined. All right? P, I come from absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. What I'm expected to make in this internship for this summer is more than what my mother made the entire year. Number 2, hungry. I come from nothing and I expect nothing. I am doing this for the love of the game because I'm hungry to learn and grow and make it. And determined. I will run through 15,000 walls without even blinking a second to get value for this firm. Okay? I do what needs to be done. I got a PhD. Poor, hungry, and determined. Those guys from Wharton's ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got that. So, all right, I added a little bit of fluff to it. I added a little bit of drama to it. But the execution was flawless. The execution was flawless. And then I got back to Michigan. They called me, and they was like, you crushed it. We want to give you an offer for the internship. Boom. And that's how I got my first job ever at Morgan Stanley. And that changed my life, boys. That changed my life, boys. That literally changed my life. MC Vlogs, what up, champ? Have you ever bought a business with your own money? No, not at all. This is a channel where we trade meme coins all day. We trade meme coins, we buy NFTs, and what else do we do? That's funny. MC Vlogs, thank you for tuning in. But this is on day 95, and we have streamed every single day this year doing exactly what we preach, and that's buying boring businesses, unlocking value. Folks in here have been watching since day one, and they have seen every single piece of what goes into buying a business with your own bootstrapped money. So you ain't got to ask me, ask the chat. You ain't got to ask me, ask the chat. These guys are freaking dogs, all right? They're literally watching me doing it live on stream. So, you know, I get questions like that all the time. Have you ever bought a business with your own money? Look, man. It's just like asking somebody to drink water. That's literally all I do. That's literally all I do. And I'm doing it in a more impressive way by not raising capital. So, hey, we bootstrap. We showing y'all how to do a bootstrap. What else I got in the chat? Okay, LCAT-C 2024. Was it possible to be health conscious while working in PE, while working out in nutrition? Dude, that's a great question. Okay, that is like an incredible question. I would say, like, I had a Whoop during my KKR days. I had a Fitbit during my Blackstone days. And my sleep quality was egregious. It was terrible. My sleep quality was terrible. Guys, gals, I kid you not. I would get, on average, during like crank season, and crank season was like all year pretty much, besides maybe August. and 2 weeks in like Christmas. I probably slept on average 4 to 5 hours a night. 4 to 5 hours a night. I would do that. Perpetual stress because I wasn't in banking. In banking, you have slow times. And then at 11 p.m., your MD gives you comments. So he gets busy and you crank all night and then you go back to home. You sleep for like 2 hours. Then you come back to the office. Like banking has terrible work-life balance. But like during the day in the office is kind of slow. Like you don't do that much. Because you're not going to the meetings, and that's when the meetings are. The MD doesn't give you comments then. But in private equity, you are on mentally all the time. Like during the day, expert calls, management meetings, diligence, data packs, financial analysis, going to management meetings, traveling, more data packs. Like it was crazy. A lot of work all the time. So it's all day. Mentally, you're here. Just like shred lord stuff. You know what I mean? Like real deal. So I was just like stressed with little sleep for long periods of times. And then like my playbook, like how I handle it is I would crank. And then Friday night, I would come back to the crib. I would like get me like a glass of wine or something, or like, and I would play Call of Duty Warzone and just like game for like 2 hours. And then my bad habit is like sometimes I would go out Friday night with my friends because I was like young, early 20s in New York. Like I'm not going to miss out on that piece of life. So I would go out with my friends and be out late at night and come back and then pass out. And I would pass out Friday night and wake up at like 2 p.m. because the body just like clocked out. Absolutely like 2 p.m. because the body's like clocked out, dude. But on working out, I did have a healthy workout schedule because in my like teams, like the people that I worked with, we all were kind of like health conscious. Like one of them was a college athlete and he was like super hyper focused on like health and wellness. And we all had an Equinox membership. So like we would all schedule to go to like Equinox classes together as like an analyst and an associate cohort. So we would do like cycling classes, a workout class together. So we got some fitness in. And on weekends, I would like either play basketball with the boys or try to like bike and stuff. So I was working out and moving the body. And then nutrition-wise, we ate pretty healthy because we got our dinners paid for at like Seamless. And I would strive during lunch to have like sweet greens or like dig in New York. And then for dinners, like either sushi or like sweet green again. Like we tried to play it smart. We tried to play it smart. Because one thing, it's like a weird thing, but it's like a real thing though. It's a weird but real thing. Like people at Blackstone and KKR, like there's a look you gotta have to maintain. You know what I mean? Like there's like a look you need to, like I don't know if you guys ever seen people that worked in private equity. Like they look really polished. You know what I mean? Like they look like I don't want to pull it up because I don't want to put them on blast. But like if you watch a Blackstone video, like everyone there looks old money, super attractive, very fit. You know what I'm saying? So like when you walk in there, like it looks like you're at freaking a Harvard rowing club. Like everyone's fit, everyone's doing high rocks. So like at least my team was very much like it was kind of like the culture that even though you're not sleeping, you do whatever you can to just like fit the look of just being like elite, right? Like haircut clean, like tailored nice European suits, really fancy shoes, healthy diet, you know what I mean? Things like that. Like, no offense, but you don't see that many unfit people at Blackstone KKR. Like, there's like everyone, like it's just like, I think they hire people not for aesthetic, but I think they hire for people that like take good care of themselves because they know how demanding it is. So, but hopefully that answers your questions of like, was it possible to be health conscious while working in PE with working out in nutrition? I just want to give you all the goop, man. Garrett will play me in my documentary. Hey, Viva Sand Candles. Oh my goodness. Is this it? Viva Sand Candles? Well, thank you for subscribing, first and foremost. But are you a cash flowing business? That sounds like a business name. Wait, Viva Sand Candles. Are you potentially open to majority or minority transactions? Because I got some shred lords in here that might want to buy your business. Giovanni, good night again, man. Good night again, Giovanni. How many are you operating currently? A couple here, couple there. What? Oh, Amir Zafri. What's up, champ? What most AI are you using in 2025? I'm using Claude. Claude like crazy. Claude like crazy. Aaron Franco, what up, top dog? Hey, we got the shred lords in here. We got the shred lords in here. Drank way too much tonight. Put $3,000 in a gold ETF to prove a point opinion. Oh my goodness. Dude, buy an index one. Do you think private equity is about to crash? Nah. To keep it a buck, private equity's not going anywhere, bro. Private equity actually has been sitting on insane amounts of dry powders. Like KKR just raised one of the largest mega funds of all time. I think $25+ billion. And we're entering like a downward cycle. They're about to eat, bro. They're about to eat. Private equity's about to go nuts, dude. Private equity's about to go nuts. Oh shoot, okay, so you're going into PE after grad? Hey, yeah, hey, W. Congrats. Hey, that literally changed my life. Like, that's the greatest decision I ever made, was to pick a career. Well, no, going to Michigan did. One of the very fortunate things that happened in my life, and I'm all about like being grateful and humble. All this is luck for me. Based on my stats, where I come from, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to have the resume I have. So, but I was blessed to have those opportunities, and those things opened up so many doors for me. And I think private equity is an amazing career that will teach you so much about investing, about businesses, about economies. You don't need to work in private equity to be successful. And I'm showing that with Stream here. Like, it's very possible. But if you can, and you want to have a job, might as well. Hey, YZ Hawk, how we doing, champ? How do I pronounce your last name? Hawk or Hawke? Sako. Advice to moving from back office commercial banking into private equity. You got to get deal experience somehow, somewhere. So you can do that by getting deal experience on the side, sourcing for some search funds, and you can hit up Parker. Parker, are you back? Parker, are you here? Did you watch my video, Parker? Hey guys, we told Parker. Parker's a young bull. We told Parker, leave the stream and go watch my latest freaking video, and make sure he smashes that like button and comment chat capital, because he was the one that inspired me to make today's video. All right, him and Richard. So if he's, but Parker's a cool guy that does sourcing for businesses and investing. And what's really cool is that's like a really good experience, Wazi, that you could do. And that is to, if you don't have direct deal experience in your day-to-day job, try your best to source for a fund or intern at a search fund or a lower middle market firm just to get experience to where you can speak to a resume of like a deal. Because in private equity interviews, all they really care about is like your ability to navigate, lead, or spot deals. So that's the biggest thing. Like if all your thing talks about is like lending and like capital structures, that's not enough. They want to speak to like, we looked at a type of business that had this type of, dynamics, and we made a decision on X, Y, and Z, and we either acquired, invested, did minority growth, or supported, whatever it is. So I would try to get some deal experience and try to like shadow a search fund or support one out in your 5 to 9, things like that. O'Neal Burns, what up, top dog? Good to see you, man. How you doing, O'Neal? MC Vlogs, after buying the business, what's your top tips to keeping the business running profitably? My favorite thing is, it's kind of like counterintuitive, but like, if you guys want to know if you invested in something incredibly well, the first thing you want to do is like nothing. Like the first thing you want to do is like buy a business and not touch it for 12 months. Literally, assuming the management stays on. But like buying a business, exchanging ownership, nothing operationally should have changed, right? Nothing operationally should have changed. So you want to make sure that you bought a business that where like the first 12 months after owning it, employees still show up, customers still love your product or service, revenue still grows, profitability stays intact, and you just like don't touch it for 12 months. And then after that 12 months, find the low-hanging fruit that you can do to unlock value. Whether it is pivoting them from paper and check invoicing to something like QuickBooks, build a robust talent or hiring pipeline, finding ways to use AI to like leverage a CRM or manage the customer relationships, or repurpose team members, not fire team members, but repurpose team members from administrative tasks to more higher revenue producing customer facing tasks, right? I got some stuff coming out talking about AI and running a holding company, so I don't want to give out too much goop, boys. I don't give out too much goop. But there's so many plays. There's so many plays. There's so many freaking plays. I've been seeing so many bankruptcies in PE currently. I seriously thinking about moving from making PE, but I'm so scared because everything I see is screaming non-payment. Oof. Well, it is. I mean, like, that's what happens in like a down market, in a volatile market. But like, if you think about like the 30, 40-year horizon, like these firms have done incredibly well, and they continue to do well. Now, like these like one-off, I think who's going to be chalked are emerging managers on Fund 1, Fund 2. Like Aaron, that's who I think are going to be chalked. People on Fund 1, Fund 2. Because like they don't have a track record. They don't have billions of fees coming in to support them, right? Blackstone has how many billions of fees coming in? Like tens to billions of just fees. To where they can just like, they'll be good in a downturn or upturn, you know? I say that because like pick the firm you want to go to wisely. Pick ones that have operating history, and pick ones that have successful fundraising activity. You know what I mean? So that's how I'll play it. Hey, JR Ramirez, thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate that. Hey, y'all going crazy today on YouTube. I appreciate y'all support, man. Okay, how did the tradition between firms work? Mainly headhunting. Like, literally, if you guys are a banker, the first summer on the job, you're gonna get blasted by SG partners and all these other search funds or headhunters trying to help you like get placed into PE. But then going firm to firm, also headhunters. But I highly encourage you to build a quality network. Go to the events, go to industry conferences, meet with the other PE shops, all kinds of things. Richard, you still here? Richard is our chief gatekeeper officer. Richard, am I giving away way too much goop? Richard, what do you think? Am I giving away way too much goop, man? I felt the momentum. I'm cooking. I'm about to start cooking, but Richard, let me know. Richard, let me know. Richard, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Look. While y'all out there paying freaking day traders $1,000 a month to teach you guys how to read a freaking chart, I just gave you guys literally $10 million worth of game today for free. So the least you can do is smash the freaking like button. I'm kidding. Well, not kidding. Smash the like button. Matt R, PEPC is cooked for now, especially private credit. Don't go into private credit right now. Dangerous territory, and they're not hiring. But I think in the long term, there could be some pretty incredible value. O'Neal says, can't miss a stream. Hey, I appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that, dude. How the jump from Blackstone to KKR happen? KKR approached me. I had a friend that worked there. They let me know they were hiring. I didn't want to leave at the start. I was kind of like exploring, living different things. But, like I went the network route. Like I had a network. I got a network everywhere, boys and girls. But like I had people like KKR, right about a good fund that I like, and I was like, you know what? It was a really awesome, it was like a really awesome transition that like they offered great pay, awesome location, and the team at KKR is incredible. And guys, KKR, I love it because they're the founders of private equity. They're the founders of private equity. You know what I'm saying? If you get a clipper, you could easily have like 40 short form clips you could post everywhere and only answering the questions. Hey, that's real. Anybody want to be a clipper? Anybody want to be a clipper? Hit me up on the Discord. If you get a clip that makes 1 million views, I will personally give you a lot of money. A lot of money. You're 19-year-old and you make 6 figures a month with Pokemon? Profit or not, but we'll die eventually. I'm trying to stack as much cash as possible and reinvest in the boring business. Heck yeah, dude. I like that. I like that. First and foremost, I wish I was doing that at 19. Congrats, man. Congrats on your Pokemon lifestyle, dude. I would take all that money, put it into an index fund. Like literally everything you make, toss into an index fund. Because at that age, at your age, The priority is building a compounding equity portfolio first, and then a thriving boring business portfolio. Like, I think, like, for the business buying people, I think it's amazing in your mid to late 20s. It's essential in your 30s and 40s, and it's a no-brainer in your 50s. It's not a must-have in your teens and early 20s. I think what you need to have is to feed the compounding clock when you're young and have an amazing equity portfolio. Not single names, not stocks, not meme coins. I was joking, MC blogs. Usually, the way how I suss out good versus bad people in our chat is that when they come in asking me questions that are like, oh, how much money do you make? Or do you even buy businesses? I always hit them with the I just do meme coins. And usually they leave. But if they stick around like you have, you're officially a Shred Lord. Welcome to the fam. Hope you hit the subscribe button. You know, like the playbook, if you really want to get incredibly wealthy, spend less than you earn, put everything that you have into an index fund, do that with every single paycheck, never sell that, and you will, just off of a passive index portfolio of being diversified, you will generate ungodly amounts of wealth when you're 60, 70, 80, 90. It'll be insane. But the Shred Lord route is to do that on autopilot while your active time and attention is learned on getting the skills in your teens, in your 20s, so that when it comes to allocating to alternatives like private equity and buying businesses, you can buy something where you have an edge, where you know an industry, where you have a network, where you can unlock value, where you know customers, right? And that takes time to procure. You can't buy a business and just print cash. If so, you're gonna pay an insane multiple for that. What you can do is you can buy an index fund and print returns while you're studying an industry that you eventually want to pounce on that no one else is looking at. Like, we've said some things here in this chat around some niches that are insane, guys. Like the things that were like yesterday's sourcing session, the stuff that Edwin pulled up, Edwin was talking about some hardcore goop right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Edwin was talking about, what were we talking about yesterday, Edwin? You were talking about what? Like, fire services? Right? Something like that? That's a boring niche that not even PE's hyper obsessed on. It takes months and years to understand how to penetrate that market, though. You gotta know the right customers. You gotta know the right players. You gotta pick the right horse. And while you're doing that, let your 6 figures a month from Pokemon go into index funds so that you get the double whammy effect. You know what I'm saying? That's how you go crazy. I get you, yes, what I'm looking for. I have a lot of experience sitting on deals and talking with people in PE, but no one at a company I really trust. That's what I'm looking for PE-wise. What do you mean trust? You dealing with some untrustworthy PE people? Oh, jeez. How diverse are PE firms? Not diverse at all. I'm literally like, I was the first black analyst at KKR. Not KKR, Blackstone. Me and my boy were like the first ones in our class. And when I was at KKR, there was like maybe 4 or 5 black people on the investment team. No, there was like only 4 or 5 people on like the investment team globally that were black. You know, it's not really diverse. They're working on it though. Well, I don't know. I love MC. Oh no, I get it. That's what. When I was a kid, I get it. Show the name. I got you. At what point do I switch from slamming index funds to other investments? I think when you got like 6 figures in index funds that you don't ever need to touch and you can like compound, I think you're chilling. But it's less about a dollar amount. It's more about like, am I ready to buy an industry amount? Or, you know what I mean? Like if I were 19 and I would do 6 figures a month in Pokemon, say I made $1 million a year off Pokemon and I had 1 year of like $1 million, I would save 90% of that. So I have 900,000 of that. And I'll put that 900,000 literally into an index fund. And I'll spend 1 year studying one small niche. And that could be freaking water hydrant manufacturing or water hydrant repair, right? Or fire sprinkler building maintenance inspections, right? Studying that in one simple geography for a whole 12-month period. And then from there, I find a target. Well, how I do that, I go to conferences, I speak to customers, I go visit folks, and I build relationships over the 6 to 12-month period with the business owner. And then once that business owner says, hey, I want you to sell, you know what I mean? Or hey, I want to sell. Are you interested in buying? You're like, sure, I am. Because what's going to happen, oops, gotta play this real quick. Dang it, we gotta add. I know we gotta add. Then what will happen is they're gonna be like, hey, we've been building this relationship over 12 months. I'm thinking about selling. What you got? MC vlogs. You know what I mean? And you're gonna say, like, you know what? I can come in with a 10% seller note, about $500,000 in equity, and a small SBA of around $1 million. And I pay $2 million or whatever, you know, for your business. You know what I'm saying? Assuming they did, I don't know, $500,000, $750,000 of cash flow, easy multiple between 3 to 4 times. You know what I'm saying? You do something like that. And then the way how you fund that is your $900,000 of your index fund equity portfolio. You don't sell that. You put that into index funds that's housed under Morgan Stanley or something like that. They give you a liquidity access line because you're a high net worth client. And next thing you know it, you're borrowing at around like 3% for your equity injection. That then goes into your equity injection. And then you have the SBA for the rest of the amount. And that's around like 8 or 9%. And the next thing you know it, you got a sell note that's like a 7%. And you're crushing it. So you have your index fund portfolio still growing more than your liquidity access line. And you have your SBA that's paid off because it's a cash flowing business. And you have the seller note, which should be cheap. And then boom, you find a niche that not everybody's looking at and you grow it and you crush it. Just make sure you cash flow. You know what I'm saying? Boys, I was planning to play freaking Arc Raiders tonight. You guys are getting goopy. I was planning to play Arc Raiders. Okay, Parker. Be honest. How was the video? You and Richard told me to make a video. I made a video for you guys. I finally released it. Guys, the new video is out today. All right. Go to the long form page, my regular video page, and check out the video that came out today. It's called I forgot the title. Like I tried to buy local businesses, or I found the best business in America. Okay, you guys actually liked it? It was fire? The video was straight fire? Oh, snap. Hey, W. I appreciate that. A ton of value. I loved it. I love that. If you guys watched it, make sure you guys smash that like button and make sure you guys comment because it helps with the engagement and it sends it to more people so that we can continue to grow the channel and support the community. So I appreciate that. You guys are freaking epic. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. And Parker's going to source some vet clinics this week. Oh, sick. Okay, Parker. Now, I know you work for that one guy and you got a good tight relationship, but look, you're my homie. If you find me a Florida-based solid vet clinic that has teams and staff in place that want to step into leadership after the seller leaves, all right, and they're doing around $500,000, $750,000 plus of cash flow, call me. I'm so serious. I get you a transaction bonus if it successfully closes. I am hunting for a vet clinic in Florida. Ideally, one that has, of course, a bread and butter. Why am I pointing with you guys with a tortilla chip? Sorry. Ideally, one that has some solid. Ideally, one that has like some solid like revenue mix. And like a niche geography that has like good growing dynamics in terms of demographics, but then also has other revenue streams like exotics or boarding, little things like that. So hopefully you can find something like that. Usually the issue with the vet clinics is the seller is the lead vet and that is the license, so that when the vet leaves, you're kind of stuck with like a business with no licensed vet and you're kind of chalked. So if you find a sweet spot like that, let me know. And I can act on it and I can diligence fast and we can close fast. All right. Let me know. Did you ever execute on the AI picks and shovels thesis? Haven't tuned in a while? Dude, yeah. I bought freaking Lumentum. That's like my second largest holding right now. Lumentum went crazy. The picks and shovels, boys. I do not recommend buying Lumentum right now. It is overran and it more could go down than could go up. So do not buy into it right now. But we did a bunch of streams on this. So a bunch of stuff on this, boys. But we dove deep into the picks and shovels. Is Arc fun? Heck yeah. We might play a little bit of Arc Raiders tonight. It'll probably be like an after hour stream just on Twitch for the vibes. Never even thought about a dental clinic before. Yeah. So if you find a dental clinic, if you find a vet clinic, I'm preferring a vet clinic. That'd be cooler. Are you in Florida, right? I'm based right now in California, but I'm going to Florida soon. And also, we had another dude here that's a Florida guy. I forgot his name. Who's the other Florida guy? Miami? We got another Miami guy. Who's the Miami guy? Imran. Imran was another Miami guy. We're growing our ranks. We're growing our ranks, boys. We're growing our freaking ranks out there in Florida. Texas is getting chalked. But Kenny, why are you wanting vet clinics? Because I love dogs, but I got allergies. So I can't, I love dogs and I love cash flow, you know? So, and I think they were just resilient. I know. Dude, I worked on a lot of deals that were on vet clinics. The unit economics are incredible. And the pricing power is solid. And if you're doing like a type of service in a vet clinic that has like a particular like niche or exotics or a particular type of service, like not just like daily visits, it could be like surgery, things like that, you can have a crazy pricing power. Like you can go hard. Oh yeah, they gain significant market power. But if you crush it and you work harder than the PE, which I do, because I know the work the PE puts in on roll-ups, you know, it is too late of a strategy in the US. That's why, Parker, it's probably a very unrealistic pursuit to find something that yields something really good at a reasonable multiple. There's still deals, but the deals that are being done are way too expensive. Like I tried to buy a vet clinic in Michigan. I was like the second deal I looked at, I got outbid. I put it in 3 times or 3.5. Someone paid 8 for that deal for a simple vet clinic in Michigan. Chalked. But you know where you can do that? You can do it in Europe. You can do it in South America, Asia, Vietnam, Philippines, where the middle classes are going crazy. And what happens when the middle class grows? Dog ownership grows as well. Everybody trying to look cute with their dogs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Until that dog start chewing freaking plastic and gotta go to the vet. And now it's $10,000 per visit. Sheesh. And that's some good goo, boys. All right, what are we supposed to do? What are we have one 10K. One sourcing. Did we source today? I don't think we sourced yet today. Well, we did go kind of hard intellectually. I think that counts. But I read a 10K for today. I want to read CCJ. Because this is something that Ada referenced in our Chat Capital report, right? So if you guys look at the Chat Capital report, one of the names that we're focused on is actually Kaneko, CCJ, right? And CCJ is down 17.5% week over week. For selling, not thesis deterioration. And Japan has 14 reactor restarts. Making a lot of good moves. So, what are your thoughts on CCJ? Kamiko. Let's pull up their 10K, boys. Guys, I'm so excited for earnings season. Like, I'm so excited for earnings season. That we did first quarter earnings season together on stream. That was fun. To listen in, see the questions, see the reactions. Like, that's really fun. I'm excited for it for this quarter around. I think it's going to be sick. All right, where is the filings? Hey, I need them filings, man. Give me them filings, cuz. Nah. I don't want that fancy one. I want the real one. They're trying to hide it. Why they trying to hide it? Stock information. Financials. Events. Annual meeting. Huh? Is this a US stock though? Oh, here we go. Here we go, boys. Oh, wait. No, it ain't. Okay. I guess they do this weird annual report like this. Let's look into this. Let's get our reading music. All right. The nuclear fuel cycle. The first stop is mining, exploration, then mining and milling, then refined to UO3, conversion, enrichment of UF, conversion light water reactors, candle reactors, and then spent fuel storage. Okay. I'm acting like I know what that means. I just want to see the numbers. Revenue. Oh, here we go. 12 months. They grew revenue 11% year over year. Gross profit expanded 24%. Solid. They're doing around 590 of net earnings. And then in terms of adjusted EBITDA, they're doing around $1.9 billion in adjusted EBITDA. They have like a huge consolidation things. CCJ, you need to sell. Oh, you don't like it? Why don't you like it? What's wrong with it? Okay. Strong fourth quarter results in the uranium and Westinghouse segments provided a boost to annual sales. Net earnings for the quarter and the year increased by $64 million and $418 million compared to 2024, while adjusted net earnings increased by $60 million and $335 million for the quarter and for the year compared to 2024. Full year adjusted EBITDA increased by $400 million, mainly due to the contributions from the uranium segment, which reflected an improving price environment. Now here, the key is the price environment like that often does not last that long. You like HVAC companies? Well, Parker, HVAC companies are cool. My only beef with HVAC businesses is a lot of them are really poorly ran businesses. It's just like a desk with a phone that has jobs coming in with a team that's ready to be dispatched. And it's like, it's little structure, likely dirty financials, unless you're talking like a $1 to $2 million plus EBITDA HVAC company. But most of these are sitting under the $200,000 or $500,000 plus in cash flow. And it's like, it's hard to actually like scale those institutionally. And you need a license. So the thing is, you got to find a guy or a gal to run the business. I agree, because pricing can't last forever on this uranium thing. They increased their EBITDA from $400 million in 1 year, all because of price increases on uranium. That's not going to last forever. And that's not a business model you want to bet on. Like operationally, you got to bet on the underlying thesis long term. But I think it does have long-term prospects though. Pest control is huge. Pest control is huge. Pest control is freaking huge, boys. Did you guys have a good Easter? Wait, should we have an after hours on Twitch? What do you think? Little Arc Raiders vibes? Usually when I pick the after hours and I don't do, and I turn on the game and stuff, I usually turn off the YouTube stream and I just go to Twitch. I don't think YouTube likes when I put games on the finance channel streams. I'm starting to listen to the algorithm, boys. But again, who cares? That's fun me doing a holding company and content. I can be my own boss. I do whatever the hell I want. All right, here we go. Here we go. Uranium. Uranium revenue increased 7%. The gross profit increased 18%. EBITDA expanded 6%. Fuel services grew 22%. EBITDA grew 51%. Damn. That's crazy jump in their EBITDA. Westinghouse. Their Westinghouse partnership is actually pretty solid. But uranium's the big driver here in the business. I like how diversified they are, though. Ooh! CJ, here's a good group. Here's a good data. Operational and marketing performance. So for uranium, the production volume was around 21 million pounds in 2025, which is 10% less than 2024. Their sales volume was relatively flat, but the average realized price increased by 6%. This is quite interesting. This is actually pretty darn interesting. but production volume fell. Let's read why. We produced 21 pounds of uranium, exceeding our revised consolidated annual production guidance of up to 20 million pounds. Announced on At Cigar Lake, we produced 19.1 million pounds, 100% basis, exceeding our annual expectation by 1.1 million pounds. At MacArthur River Key Lake, we produced 15 million pounds, meeting our revised annual production guidance. Okay. Our average annual price in uranium segment continued to show improvements as prices under base escalated and market-related contracts increased. Interesting. MC Vlogs just set up a 350-day recurring investment in VOO. $350 per day? Okay, that's a lot. But you can do it per week or month or every paycheck. But regardless, buying the VOO it doesn't hurt, man. It doesn't hurt. I don't know why you would do it every day. Maybe do it every week or something. So you're gonna get a billion notifications, dude. But I'm glad you're buying the VOO. That's the best thing you can do. That's what Warren Buffett says. Like, and I'm the biggest disciple of Warren Buffett. And he says the number one thing that a retail investor can do: buy index funds forever and never sell it. That's the best thing you can do. So we take the Warren Buffett approach, just to guarantee getting rich in the long term. Like, if you do index funds every paycheck for a long period of time, you will generate generational wealth. Like, it's just that's something that I'm willing to bet on. You know what I mean? Like, it's elite. So do that. But then once that's taken care of and you just you can afford to do more, now we start talking about private equity, baby. Now we talking, my man. You know? MC Vlog, make sure you're in the Discord too, bro. We talk about this stuff every day in the Discord. Parker says, after I source deals, I think I want to buy my first business. Parker, do it, bro. I'll support you, man. I'll help you find one. Well, not find one. You probably gonna find it yourself. But Parker, when you find one, hit me up, man. We're gonna talk about it. If you had a course on how to start your own private equity company, I would buy it. Hey, nice. All right. I might have to get a little something for the boys. I might have to dish out a little something for the boys. Hey, Alpha SQ8CZ. What's up, top dog? Happy Sunday. Hey, happy Easter, boys and girls. Happy Easter. Hope y'all had a fantastic Easter. What are we up to? Hey, smart money moves. We're looking at a business called Kimiko. That's a clear play on the nuclear bet, and we're understanding why their revenue went up. We're understanding why the freaking uranium is going crazy. You can drop the last part. YouTube just added it. What do you mean? You can drop the last part. YouTube just added it. What does that mean? The name? Oh, Kimiko? Okay. Oh, Alpha. Okay. Oh, I was like, what? What up, Alpha? Hey, Sheldon. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate you, legend. This is kind of personal, but do you mind if I ask how old you are? If you don't want to answer, don't. I'm in my 20s. Late 20s. Late 20s. I ain't old. But I'm getting out there. Late 20s. I've been in the game for a minute, cuz. I know I look young, boys. I look very young. When I had my long hair, I look like a baby. I look like I was 19. I'm old, chat. I'm unk status. You know what I'm saying? I'm unk status, boys. Thank you again for everybody that watched today's video, man. I appreciate you guys checking out and supporting that vid, man. And we got a new video coming out every freaking week now. You know? We're back to the weekly uploads. So, and apologies for the delay in those. It was literally because I was closing a deal. And if you guys know anything about private equity, sourcing a business is 25% of the job. Diligencing it is 50%. Financing it is another 25. And there's like a billion other things. I just found a pharmacy for sale that would be something to start due diligence on in San Antonio. Ooh, that's good goop, Edwin. Okay, so if you found a pharmacy in San Antonio, like a pharmacy in San Antonio, I'd be worried about the competitive dynamics I would diligence that. Like, understand competitively what the setup is, you know, what the products they're offering, the revenue mix, foot traffic, retail costs, things like that, as well as how long they've been in operation. Because oftentimes pharmacies, they kind of come and go, like every 10 or so years. Like even the CVS's kind of come and go. You know what I'm saying? But I think they do well if they're like specialized in a particular thing. You know, so it could be interesting. You just gotta get a bunch of data. You gotta get a bunch of data, and be careful of the regulatory environment. Like, be careful of the regulatory environment. And there's also, you remember when we looked at United Health Group, UHG or something like that? When we did that that stream, they're doing a bunch of online pharmacies. So now you're competing with online. So just be very mindful. You gotta do a lot of diligence on that one. How are you so confident in purchasing in so many different industries? I spend years in an industry. Like the business that I'm acquiring now, I covered that sector for KKR, and I spent like a lot of time studying the sector, waiting for the right one to pounce at the size that I wanted to buy in. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you now, you boys can't find a sector like pharmacy and expect to buy it the next day. You gotta do diligence. That's why I love that Edwin put in the question, due diligence, because due diligence means you gotta like do the freaking work. Unlike Edwin knows, he's gotta spend weeks, maybe months, understanding what the dynamics of a pharmacy is, speaking to customers, speaking to competitors, speaking to the medical, device and drug market, understanding what's happening with United Healthcare Group and their remote or online pharmacies, understanding like regulation around it, all those types of things before he buys. It's a lot of work, guys. It's a lot of work. So I build confidence and conviction on the work that I do. And it's like a case study for school, guys, where like you got to spend a long period of time just getting smarter on something before you pounce on it. So I encourage folks, even though this whole buying a business thing is freaking lit, it's cool, be as patient as you can and be as diligent as you can. There's no sense to rush. If someone else is rushing your process, let them move on. If a seller's being like, OMG, why are you asking for all this information? Send me a check already. Just buy the damn business. Move on. Respect your own process of due diligence. And do the freaking work, boys. Do the freaking work, boys. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do, guys. That's what we do. Anyway, these are uranium prices. These are uranium prices. We dove into a lot today, man. Chinese people out here that are super rich out here buying, they're out here buying homes in Zimbabwe. You learned about Kamiko. Bloomberg. Let's get smart on what's happening in the markets next week. What do you think the big headlines are going to be? Let's go to Financial Times. Because some markets are open already, I think, overseas, right? Shanghai's down 1%. I don't think Europe's open yet. Trump vows to destroy Iran's power plants and bridges unless it reopens the strait. Okay. There's a obesity drug coming out. Countries must not hoard fuel during Iran war, warns the IEA. World's biggest battery maker takes ambitions to the high seas. Ooh, Nelson Peltz. OG hedge fund, activist guy. 25 billion asset manager consolidation. Okay. AI dolls offer companionship to the elderly. Wait, what the heck? Y'all heard about this? What the heck is it? Hold on. AI dolls offer companionship to the elderly. That's cute as heck. Aw. Aw, this is so cute. Hey, chat, if my kid ever put me in a nursing home and I'm by myself, someone please buy me one of these AI companion dolls. That's adorable. It's cute, but it's sad. Where the grandkids at? Hey, where the grandkids at? Hey, where the grandkids at? If they have grandkids. If they don't, this is fine. This is okay. All right? And first of all, hold on. Let me talk to y'all young bulls. Look, if you are young and you are like in high school, middle school, even college, right? Young. Do you know what kind of treasure mine we have sitting in nursing homes? If you guys have any free time and you want to do something incredible with your time and for your heart, go visit nursing homes, right? Go volunteer to host bingo for a weekend for the elderly at a nursing home. Or go do stand-up, do anything to just be around people that have experienced life. And it's a triple whammy, right? You probably get excused because it's like a volunteering event, so you get time off school. You get to like interact with so many people. And you know what I would do? I would literally go to them and I would hang out with them, spend the day with them, different people, different days. And I would just be like, tell me a bit around the most informative lessons you learned in your life. Or like, tell me about what truly matters in life. Work, purpose, health. Like what mattered to you truly? Looking back on it, you had your career, you had your experience, you had retirement, you either had wealth or you didn't. Like what really mattered to you? And I would ask them like, what did you do that really let you have a healthy body at this age? Or what is love to you? You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get too light-skinned in here. But like asking some that were married and had beautiful families, like what was love to you? You know? Like chat. Why watch it on TikTok if you can literally go freaking visit people and help them out, hang out with them? They are like looking to spend time with people. And yet we got people making Chinese ChatGPT and old companion dolls. Right? No one's out there visiting them. You know? So, hey, like, especially if it's your family, go visit them. Time is precious. Put the laptop down. Put the phone down. Go visit your family that are elderly, okay? But if it's not your family that are elderly, go visit someone else's family that's elderly and just spend time with them and just simply ask them questions. Extract so much information that you can from them, okay? Because they would love to give that. They would love to give that, all right? Now, what else is happening? The shadowy group claiming attacks around Europe. Oh, sounds like a movie. What else we got? U.S. payment groups. I think it's gonna be a repeat week of last week. Like a few ups and downs, volatility, pauses on the war, restarts on the war. Nothing seems like pivotal. I think in 2 weeks, that's when it gets to motion. Like in 2 weeks, earnings season kicks off. That's when we're gonna have some crazy OD motion, boys. All right. So I think that's the playbook, because this is our Chat Capital watch list. This is what we're focused on, boys. This is the goop we're focused on. This is what we're here for, to see which of these equities is going to help us take our $1,800 to the moon. And for those that don't know, that $1,800, that is all the money that we received in donations and kind support in the Streamlabs link that I don't touch. I should be going and buying freaking Chipotle, but we sit there and we buy stocks that you guys vote on. You guys are so lucky. I could be such a scammy guy. But I do it for the love of the game, for the shred lords, man. That's what I do. I do it so that we all learn and grow. Type stuff. Chat. That's how we rolling. I apologize. We were supposed to play Arc Raiders tonight. We ain't playing Arc Raiders. We ain't playing no Arc Raiders. But, boys, big day today. Not because of the video. Not because of the stream. Not because of the equities. Not because of the subs. But because of Easter, reason for the season, and I'm thankful. All right. So regardless of your religious affiliation, whatever you guys are believing, whatever you guys are doing, just be grateful for today. Like it costs you nothing to be grateful to wake up every single day. Ali J, I don't have your name. I'm gonna call you Ali. Finally posted after 3 months. Have you just been focused on live stream? Focus on closing a deal. Focus on closing a deal. I gotta actually do what I talk about in those darn YouTube videos. And it takes the life out of you. It takes the life out of you. Now, but we're back to the live streams, man. We're back to the content. Back on the long form. So if you guys watched it, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you smashed the like button and hope you left a comment to boost the analytics so that more people can see it. You know, but I love what I do. I love making those videos. It's a bunch of fun, and more on the way. Not all of them are gonna be like super fancy IRL. Some are gonna be like that. Some are gonna be like more educational, tactical focus. But what I will say though, every week for the rest of this year, y'all about to get some good goop. Y'all gonna get some good intel. So I'm gonna take care. I'm gonna take care of the shred lords. I got y'all. So with that in mind, happy Easter, shred lords. Congrats to Richard on putting your vlog out this week. I'm eager and excited to see what you put out next week. I haven't seen the link yet, so give me that link, man. But thank you, Richard, for encouraging me to get back into the mix on the long forms. Thank you, Parker, as well. Thank you for the reminder, Ali. Alpha, thank you for tuning in. Happy Easter. Shout out to all the boys. Shout out to all the girls. And like I say, chat, we are on day 95. We're almost at day 100. It's kind of elite. But we have been doing insane things on this live stream. We have a bunch of fun. We goof around. But we are building a holding company in public. You guys are seeing me buy businesses and unlock value, hire team members, build CR. Like, you're seeing me do this every single day. Like, we are literally hustling. Like, this is the epitome of daily deposits. You know what I'm saying? And I'm blessed that we can do this with an amazing crowd, with an amazing team, and people that have incredible support. So I am thankful for that. So, of course, with Easter, I'm thankful for Jesus, and I'm thankful for my faith. And with that, I'm blessed to have you guys. So I'm super thankful for you guys for that. So, and we're also running a whole hedge fund, which I haven't on this too. It's the coolest thing in the whole world. So I love what we're building. I love what we're doing, and we're just staying after it. But we are not able to do any of this. I can't do what I'm doing, and you guys can't do what you're working on without taking care of yourselves first. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. So as always, chat, take care of yourselves, take care of the camp, take care of each other. Peace and love, shred lords. I will catch you guys right back here tomorrow for some smart money moves for Market Mondays. But God bless, take care, y'all. Happy Easter, and I'll holler at y'all, shred lords, literally tomorrow. Dale, bye. Let's get these $1 billion, boys.
I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. That's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. It's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Yeah, I've been in the lab, so I'm not one you see around. Thinking about my goals, so I'm not fun to be around. Now I want the whole field. Ain't no bush to beat around. I take it to the sky, so I don't ever see the ground. Wild call by, you can say I'm in the hunt now. Living out my fantasy, they love it when I touch down. Flyer than a plane or a pelican, I'm up now. Money, true holiday, I'm playing for the Bucks now. I'm out in BK, Steve Nash. I don't see much, man, I only see cash. You can't be mad, you need to relax. And my favorite drug is hustle, I'm about to relapse. I'm getting all this money just from making these apps. Hope they take care of my hood when I'm paying each tax. I'm managing my waist, so they saying he's trash. But they look me up on Google, they be keeping these tabs. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. That's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. It's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Yeah, my balls are infinite, my car's got tents in it. I should get a Tesla and put your chick in it. I should call your mom like I love your chicken dish. So she calls you up and says that Kayvon kid's legit. You should look up to him, he can make it hit. I said what's up to him, you can't take that shit. I can't fake that shit, I'm the one to get. I don't give a damn about who I'm up against. Almost ready to tour and tear the scene up. Working for a quarter century to earn my freedom. Got 100 more years to go, won't kick my feet up on my Kanye tip. I'm about to shake the arena, and they can't be mad at me. They be trying to flatter me, bad baddest beats. You should really check out their anatomy. I'm not lit on Twitter, but they gon' still be atting me. They can't take it out of me. Mommy would be proud of me. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. That's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. It's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1